Hi everybody, it's JDV. In this video, I want to show you the layout menu in Blender, version 3.3.1.0, the latest version that's out there. So here is the menu. We're in the layout tab. Here's your toolbars over here. Here is layers, and here is more properties and menus and modifiers we'll go into later. So when you're on here, the controls are the middle mouse button. To zoom in, you just scroll in, and scroll out and zoom in and out. And you click the middle mouse button, you can move around like this. Pretty easy to do, not too difficult. Move around in the cube and it shows what's around, all that. Okay, over here, here's the select box. What that does is you drag a box over it and selects the model. Or you just click on it, does the same thing. Either way will work. Over here is the cursor tab. This is what this does. You move it around and it'll spawn a cube or whatever in that area, or leave where it was. And it'll change the viewpoint too. It'll focus on the render over here or anywhere you want to put it. The move tab, there's two ways you can do this. You can just click on it and click on the box or move, or you can hit shift and spacebar together. Brings up this shortcut. Shows all that you want to do. Either one will work. That, and you still got to click on it and it moves the model. Now when it does to move it, it goes up and down, left and right, and the other way as well. That's just basic movement, which is good to know because you can't do this on other tabs. You can't move them. You have to go back to layer tab to click on it and move them, unless there's a new way you can do it. I don't know. I'm still new to Blender, just like everybody else is. So after you got the move tool, now you can go to rotate. What rotate does, you just click on it, and it just rotates it around on which side you want to do it on. So if you don't like it, you hit Control Z and undo back to where it was. And it all moves in the three axes, Z, X, and Y. So either one, that's how it rotates, how it moves. That's how 3D works for Blender. So far, that's what I learned. So over here, you have the Scale tab. And what that does, you click on it and makes it bigger. You make it like this, or you can make it smaller, however you want it. And up and down does that too. Either way, it makes it whatever size you want to do it on. And over here is transform. Now what that does, it does all three of them in one. So if you want to move the model, you click on the arrows here and it goes up and down, just like before, but like I said, all of it's in one tab. So when you do that and you want to scale it, you can just hit the ones in the center of it, do it like this, and turn the camera around, and the green one, the square block, the blue one, same thing. And inside it will rotate it, and the green one rotate on this way, like that. Red, same thing, and blue turns around, just like that. Other ones is an animations. So that just, you can draw on it what you want or what to put here. Just put lines or whatever you need to. And this is the measuring tool. You want to measure the sides of each point or whatever you need to do. You just click on the point or whatever. Click on the thing and you just drag a line and show you the measurements if you're interested in having it the right measurements. And you don't like the measurements, just hit Control Z and it'll get rid of it. And you want to add a model, you can click here, let's add a cube. You hold down and you can add whatever shape you want. Click it, you do like this, this screen comes up. Now what you do, you click on it, you want to draw how big of a model you want and how tall, and then make a model like that. That's another way you can do it. Or you can just go ahead, add object, and mesh, hit cube, and this pops on the cube, and you can just move it where you want, just like before, and you have two cubes, or however you want to do it. Now, and there's the other way you can do this. Now, say you want to another same model like this, you can right click it and you hit duplicate objects, and you can click another one and it copy and paste the same model that you want on here. So yeah, this is a quick tutorial, even though it's 5 minutes long, but it shows you the basics of the layout menu. This is the key thing to learn before you get to any of these tabs here. Now, I'm going through this just like you. I'm still a little new to Blender. It took me a while to figure this out because I know how to do modeling a little bit and texturing, the basics, move the camera around, but you gotta get the layout tab done first so you don't get confused. If you're in another tab, you can't move them, or you can't paint it unless you click on it on here. It's a little confusing at first, but once you learn how to do it, it's not that hard. Hello everybody, this is JDB. In this video, I'm going to show you how to move the camera so when you render a model to make it work better. So here's the main screen. You move around with your mouse wheel. The camera icon is over here. Click that and you have it like this, but you can't move it with a regular mouse click. So what you do is try moving mouse, it doesn't do it either. You have to click to the options area, hit the N key on the keyboard. This menu pops up. Go to view and go to camera to view. Click that on there. You have that open. Now you can move the camera around with the middle mouse button. And when you render it, it should pop up. Give it a second. And there you have it. You have the rendered cube. And to turn off the camera, you just click this off, and there you go. Hi everybody, this is JDV. In this video, I'm going to show you how to color your model. All you need to do is go to UV editing, and now right here is this is where you put your palette, and this is another view to model your model. You can move it any way you want to make it fit. And once we get the palette, I'll show you how to color it. First, you need to get the palette. You go to shading on top here, and you have the kind of a render view, pre-render. Over here you put your palette, and over here is the nodes. Now, whatever you do, do not delete this. Even if you delete this, it will not work. But you can always get it back up by clicking one of these buttons up here. So all you need to do is to download any kind of palette. You want a palette like this, that's square like this, or it won't work so far. You just drag it and drop it in the node area. Okay. Now once you have that, you can zoom in, and here is the palette I made. You want it to closest, and you want to drag the color button to the base color button. So you click it and you drag the curve to base color. Now you have something like this, but it doesn't. That's just the palette showing that it's working. Now once that's done, you go back, and over here you can click over here, click on your palette, and it'll show it here as well. Another option. I don't know what that does yet, but it's there. Now we go to UV editing, where we were before, and we click on this mode. Click off it. Now we click on what side you want to color. You click this, and this square here is the color picker. So in order to make it smaller, to make it fit the color you want, you have to shrink it down. So you hit A and hit S to scale it. You drag it down to that size. Now you can move it with G. You click on it first. Hang on. You hit A first, then G. Then you can pick the color what you want. Let's say a blue, and first you can turn on options to show it. Sometimes it will show it, you just gotta give it a minute to work. I'll come back to you and show you how it works. Okay, welcome back. I figured out the problem. Since I'm using the newest version of Blender, they changed it so it doesn't show the color on here anymore. But you can go to texture paint, and it shows the color right here, what I used. There's a blue all over. So you go back to UV editing, select all of it, hit A, and scale it again. Hit G to move, and just make it like an orange color. So I'll show it here. Now it's an orange. So that's a new thing with Blender, a new version, which I didn't know why I did that. Before it was an option. There it is, still here. I was looking for this option here. And also when you do this, when you're on texture and that, make sure you have both of these on and drag the thing all the way out to make it more, more detail. That way it looks alright. So it's not too bad. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the wait. It might take a second for you when we watch a video, but like I said, I'm using the newest version of Blender, and they changed some things. And don't get me wrong, I'm still learning it myself. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.